look at that. How'd he do it? Tell us how it's done. First thing you gotta do, step into winning shoes. Pony passes, pony punts, pony does some funky stunts. For going long, say pony. For coming on strong, say pony. For football, baseball, and basketball too. Pony shoes are number one, made just for you.
Am I on the right show? What was that?
I'm gonna go get some ponies.
It's incredible.
That's the casual part right there. That's the fun part right there.
So casual, man. Eric hates the song, and I don't understand it. What do you
How can you hate that song? What do you hate about that song? Eric?
Oh, I guess probably just the way that it sounds. And
what it stands for. This is like drinking a Breck Brew Mountain Beach while on a mountain beach in a beach shirt.
Let me get in that state of mind here. I'm just going to stare at Brendan's frame here for a little bit. All right, I guess I can see it now.
Let's go, baby.
Welcome in, everybody, to the Casual Friday edition of the DNBA Live Show. My favorite edition. The Casual Friday. Just
is it your favorite because it's Casual Friday or because it's on a Friday?
What?
Well, it's like, do you like the casual part or the Friday part?
What do you like more, the casualness or the Friday aspect?
It's like peanut butter and jelly, man. You can't say one without the other.
So what you're saying is peanut butter's much better, and so you like casual better.
Do you often wear backwards hats, Adam? Is it only on Casual Fridays?
Literally only now. Only during the show. As you can probably tell, look at my hair coming through.
Yeah, it's absolutely ridiculous.
It is ridiculous. How do you wear a hat backwards, actually? Good question. To be determined. I'm, of course, Adam Mares. I'm joined by my esteemed colleague, fresh off the Peloton. I'm going to bring this up every day for the rest of your life.
Yeah,
it's Harrison Witt.
Not fresh off the Peloton. Not fresh off the Peloton. Oh, wow. We'll see. I mean, a couple outstanding questions. Will the NBA season return? Will I get on the Peloton today? I don't know.
I don't know. I might go for a real bike ride.
Morton, King of Thornton.
Oh, the King of Thornton's in the chat. The King of Thornton is here.
Jeff, you should join us if you're anywhere near a computer.
Or if you've learned how to use one.
Yeah.
Shoot Jeff, DM him the link. We want him to BS with us. The man in the Hawaiian shirt for Fridays, of course, as always, Brendan Vogt.
Howdy. I'm feeling casual. I'm feeling happy.
You have the strongest brand, man. Really, you really do.
I appreciate
incredible. It. No breaking that brand.
I have a brand in place of a real personality, and
some would say a brand is more important.
Yeah, that's true.
The Brendan brand. And then over here, of course, wearing the Rockies hat, we've got D-Line Co.
What a sad, just observational introduction. There's really, you just said something that was, I'm wearing a Rockies hat, guys. Let's go.
That's all there is. The man who hates fun, apparently. Everybody in the comment, that song is great. I mean, everybody knows it. I don't know what you're talking about.
Anyone who likes this song, I'll meet you at the DNVR bar tonight and we'll fight.
That sounds great.
All right. Great invitation.
I'll be there, Eric. Let's go.
We were talking. Well, we were a little drunk because we were at the bar, and this was an end of night bar conversation. But we were thinking bare knuckle boxing at the DNVR bar would be a real hit.
Yeah, what could go wrong?
In the light of day, that still sounds like a great idea.
Guys, today's show is casual, of course. So if you're in the Discord, you want to hop in. If you're a DNVR member, you can join the DNVR Lounge, which is our Discord chat, and then you can hop in and join us today. Tell us what you want to talk about. We're going to talk about it. Going to play some games. But there are some items of note. There are some news items. In fact, the big one. Today it was announced. The NBA had 16 positive coronavirus tests out of 302 people.
Yeah, that's not bad, I gotta say.
5 to 6%, somewhere in there. Well, that was my question. And I guess I'll start with you, Harrison, since you haven't answered yet. Was that number surprisingly high to you, surprisingly low, or right what you expected?
Kind of what I expected, but I don't know what we should really think of that number. For one, this is just who tested positive when tests became mandatory on Tuesday. Like, teams had been testing, in the past several weeks. They just hadn't been releasing those results. Also, we don't know about really like the staffers and team personnel who have tested positive as well. I'm sure there were probably more than 16 of those, considering there's many more of those than actual players. So I think it's fine. They had about the exact same positive test rate as the NHL had. So it's probably about what I expected, to be quite honest.
What do you think, Vote? I mean, is that number does it mean anything to you?
Yeah, I think Harrison framed that well. It's hard to really know what it means. I was almost encouraged by it, though, strangely enough. I expected waking up and seeing a much more drastic number result. So certainly not damning, I don't think, but I think Wynn does bring up a good point that we don't necessarily know if this accounts for everyone who has in fact tested positive that would be involved.
Yeah. How many teams are involved again? Is that
22?
22. So, and we know already that some teams have multiple players. So this means many teams are completely unscathed by the.
Yeah.
Right? That's good, right?
We have somebody already in the chat. Of course, it's our homie from the Free State here.
Yeah. Oh, look at this shirt, my man.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
It doesn't really fit anymore, but this is the greatest shirt you've ever made, Juan.
Thank you.
I agree. It is up there. It's an underrated D-line shirt.
I got yelled at. People were mad at me because they said they tagged LP and told, but I was like, I'm not just stealing. This also is very apropos because Michael Crabtree
100%.
had 2 chains stolen. It's perfect.
Yep. Very perfect.
It actually is art, right? Like you took it and repurposed it. Now it's like, it's whatever.
Come on.
Darwin, so 16 people tested positive, roughly 5.5% of the people that were tested. What's your initial reaction to that number?
About right? As you guys just pointed out, like other sports going through the same thing. Yeah, we'll see. I'm still with Matt Moore's take from last week, where the most likely thing to derail this would be the protest stuff.
Yeah,
more so than COVID, right?
Yeah,
I don't know. I think the players have kind of come to an agreement on that. They made some progress. There's some things that'll stem from it. The Players Association has come to an agreement with the NBA to create an initiative for hiring front office personnel. So my hunch is they're going to have a mandate that says, hey, going forward, such percentage of all new hires need to be this or that. So there are some like tangible things I think that are coming out, or meaningful things, and probably will continue to. But I don't see that upending this.
Yeah, what's going to derail it is if a case gets inside the bubble and it spreads like an entire team. And also, I mean, I just keep thinking about this, but this thing is going to like drag out for so long. Like if you're playing in the NBA Finals, you're going to be at Disney World for 3+ months. That's just an incredibly long amount of time to stay in this bubble, if we want to even call it that still. Like there's so many opportunities for this to go wrong over the next 3.5 months. So many.
Mm-hmm.
D-line, you need to get on this, dude. I mean, we're sitting on a gold mine here.
Vote and I will talk about this.
Yeah,
we'll talk about this. Don't worry.
Wow, I think Buckets 88 is going to have to get some royalties on that, though. That's a good idea.
I would wear that.
You know what, though? No, I'm not paying him anything. I don't care.
The other item I call this news. It's not really news. The decision came out 10 years ago, I believe, this week. I think that's why roughly around this time. Of course, it was shortly after the season ended, so it would be about this week. And the ESPN is having a docu-series, not just one episode, a series on the decision. And I think it makes sense. That was such a big sort of watershed moment in the NBA. I do feel like the NBA changed after that moment. It is ironic that we just had The Last Dance, like Jordan's greatest hits, and then we're getting the LeBron's worst moment, or one of the why not? But here's my question. I'll ask you this first, Darwin, since you're our guest. Do you think that the NBA experience is better off now post the 10 years after the decision, or like has the ramifications of that made the league better, worse, or hasn't really changed things one way or another?
Better or no change, right? It's always go back, to Bird and Magic. It's been a star-driven league, right? It's always been about kind of large markets, and that the decision's like another moment in that, right? But KD probably goes to the Dubs regardless of whether the decision and the Heatles happen. Yeah, 100%. I know that like it's kind of the popular spin on that to point out, because especially like with the whole Warriors Bron rivalry. It was like, well, LeBron went to the Heat or whatever. He had a super team. It's like, it's the NBA. It's always been super.
Yeah,
Right.
but it's true. Like that, the decision like kind of marks like the beginning of the player empowerment movement. I feel like.
Yeah, totally.
It's funny. I like for such a seemingly benign moment in NBA history, just somebody announcing where they're going. Like I literally remember where I was when that happened, and I don't remember where I was ever.
Yeah.
Like I don't know why. I don't know why that like left a real impression on me. But I honestly like I have a vivid memory of walking my dog and looking at my phone and being like, "What?" Like,
It's because nobody had ever announced a
Yeah.
decision, a free agency decision like that.
I don't know why I even
Nobody-
cared though. Like.
Well, it was a big moment. I remember
It
where
was,
I was
totally.
too. I was actually camping in the mountains, and I'd turned the radio on, so I didn't watch it. I was listening to
Yeah.
it over the car stereo, and I remember being like pumped when it happened because I was away. I was in the mountains, so I was away from everybody else's response to this.
I was
and I just
stoked
remember
on
being like,
Yeah.
LeBron's never going to win in Cleveland. And then when he was going somewhere else, I was like, sweet, now
Yeah.
LeBron gets to win. So I was
Yeah.
excited.
Same.
And then you get
Yeah,
back to society, like, the next day, and it's just like a total meltdown. And I was like, oh, people are very unhappy about this.
I remember having mellow vibes from it. I just was like, ugh, it just felt icky to me. Like I don't know.
Yeah. Well,
But again,
yeah.
I'm an
That preceded
unapologetic.
Mellow.
Yeah, I'm an.
Yeah,
oh, was
it
it?
immediately preceded the Mellow.
Oh, that's
it,
right.
It created the framework for Mellow to.
But wait, but was
no.
that the season? Was like Mellow leading into that? Like there
No,
was some,
he was after that. Then the season began, and it was
Maybe
like,
that's what it
Melo
was. I
has
don't
let
know.
everyone know he's out of here.
Yeah, maybe that's
He had just declined the extension, either right after or right before.
I wish there was some sort
so it was
of
brewing.
Nuggets historian we could bring on to.
I don't know.
Is there such a person out there?
I don't.
Is there one in the very chat? Oh my God,
Is
Producer Ali, I think we have a Denver Nuggets historian in the chat here. What-
Some would say
Oh, not only a historian, a king in his own right.
I need to like wear glasses, don't I? Like to be and wear the cardigan,
Yes. Yes.
so I look professorial with that.
Yeah, the hat's doing a lot of the heavy lifting right now.
I think it's backwards hat.
Oh, yeah.
Here, so I don't know if you can wear that caddy hat backwards.
You
No,
can wear any hat backwards.
Let's
there-
go.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, yeah.
Actually,
Oh,
who
yeah.
is this?
Oh,
Is
wow.
this Howie Mandel? Who does this?
Oh
Is it
yeah,
Howie
that's
Mandel?
he's
yeah.
got.
Well,
You
Michael
look like you're in
Jordan did
Smash Mouth.
Jeff's like, I'm out of here.
You are not an all-star, Brendan.
Oh, wow.
Well
Wow.
played. Fair enough.
Off to a rough start here on today's show. So, Jeff, do you think the NBA is in a better place or worse place 10 years after the decision, and and specifically talking about the impact the decision has had on the league?
Better, I think.
I'm
Player
amazed by
empowerment's
that
good.
answer from you.
Yeah.
Player empowerment's good. Like aesthetically, it's between like getting into the aesthetic debate about where the NBA is versus, how good it is for player empowerment. And I'm
Right.
all for player empowerment. I never begrudge Melo for leaving. It's something that they need, and I think every league would benefit from it. That's just my opinion.
Well, player empowerment has clearly made the NBA way more popular. It's clearly raised its Q score among the average sports fan.
But I also wonder how much it's perpetuated this idea of like people liking what's going on around the game more than the game itself. Over the
Totally.
last 3 to 4
yes.
years,
Yeah.
there's been, and I'm guilty of it because I love it. By the way, like which team is Chris Paul going to? Like it's become a year-round sport.
Let's start
but,
the watch.
to the point where it's almost like we're looking for these big wave moves, and then we only really care if they move the needle for one of these 3 teams. Everything else is just like, well, they're here for now. Where will they be in a few months? And that does, of course, inherently detract from the product that is in front of you at the time.
Yeah.
But my biggest issue would be like, I think the way in which it could most negatively affect the league is just encouraging like Anthony Davis situations. Look, players leaving in free agency, taking control of their legacy, I'm all for it. But it's just not a great spot for a league when really talented players are forcing their way out of smaller markets a couple of years ahead of time even, right?
Yeah.
So
Oh my god.
to me, so I don't know how much LeBron influenced that. I don't know how much any of that was going on prior to his decision, but to me, that's the biggest knock on the player empowerment deal.
I feel
one of the reasons. Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, I feel a little bit less confident in the Nuggets building a contender. And maybe this is just like because I'm older and more cynical or something, but I don't know. I just now looking at it, it's funny whenever we would talk about the 5-year plan and be like, well, the Warriors will be coming out of their dynasty. There's always going to be a dynasty. Right now it's the Lakers. 2 years from now it might be, the Heat again or something. Like to me, I'm always like, it's not about the Nuggets chasing all these other young teams and the next ones. It's they have to chase the next super team that we don't even know what it's going to be, but it will exist.
Are the Lakers a dynasty?
I'm just saying they're a super team. They have 2 of the top 7 players in the NBA, which is absurd. I mean, that's such a hard thing to do. And there's going to be another team that has 2 top 10 players at some point, and it might be the Knicks. Who knows? Probably not the Knicks.
Yes, you pick the one team.
The Nuggets would have a way
This is
better
true.
chance of building a title team in a non-player empowerment era, for sure.
Yeah.
Right.
Except for that they
one of the
played all throughout the non-player empowerment era. No such super team was built.
All right.
one of the reasons people don't get the exposure is that this is a little in the weeds, but there's no national TV structure like there is in the NFL, where someone could be in Denver and still get a lot of national exposure. With these regional TV setups, it's just not the same. So that is what really leads people to want to leave.
In Denver, there's we don't even have regional exposure in Denver. There's literally no way to watch the team.
Let's take our first break, and unfortunately, Darwin, we're going to have to say goodbye to you for now. Might be able to hop on in a little bit.
We love you in an autonomous way.
Autonomous way. But in the meantime, Harrison, tell us what we're talking about.
Well, of course, we're talking about some Breck Brew first. And Jeff, I'm going to direct this ad to you. If you're looking to pick up some Breck Brew this weekend, if you're looking to pick up some beers, pick up the Jokic pack, the 15-can sampler from Breck Brew. You can pick it up at Davidson's, which has curbside pickup and delivery. Also, don't forget about the Mile High City Copper Lager. Can't miss it as that Skyline Blue can. All the other Breck brews as well would be great this weekend. The Mountain Beach, like we were talking about earlier, might crack one open.
Is it too early to drink right now?
No, it's late. You're behind the game.
All right.
Afternoon. Crack it open.
I might.
I thought you were casual today, bro.
The Mountain Beach sounds like just what I want right now.
Yeah, well, 12 o'clock might be early on a Monday, but on Friday,
On Friday, you're
casual Friday. You're right.
there are no rules on Friday. No rules on Friday. Also this weekend, guys, we got another WGT event. What are we calling this? The Face-Off? DNVR 1
Face-Off.
versus the DNVR 2 clubhouses?
Yes.
I don't know. What type of rivalry is this? Is this like a Lakers-Knicks rivalry, or
we don't know,
Celtics
man.
rivalry?
No,
this is find out.
This is Clippers Lakers.
Clippers Lakers. Anyways, if you want to get into the face-off this weekend, download WGT from DNVRGolf.com.
So fun.
Search for the DNVR2 clubhouse.
Yeah, if you're getting in now, you're a member of DNVR 2. DNVR full, and we're taking you out DNVR 2.
I think people are calling it the Deuce. Many people are calling it the Deuce.
It's fun though.
As long as it's not the
WGT is
Ocho.
awesome. It's legit awesome game. Love it.
It is an awesome game. You know what's not awesome, actually, and as we do this, let's bring on our good friend Bucket. Bucket, you're on. You're on live.
What's up, guys?
What's up, brother?
Oh.
What's up?
So some bad news to throw you right into here, Bucket. I was listening to 2 of my favorites, Kevin Pelton and Zach Lowe, podcast the other day. Very well-known Jokic fans, very well-known Nuggets believers. Well, they former Nuggets believers. They are no longer previewing this bubble. I think there was I can't quote this word for word, but they said something to the extent of there's not a team in the West I wouldn't feel great about the Nuggets playing in the first round of the playoffs or something like that. They're going to lose to all of them. I was surprised by this. There's been so much with those guys in particular. Is Fraud City back? Is literally nobody going to believe in Denver right now?
It could be. I think some of it is just nobody knows what to expect going to the bubble, so they're kind of ready for anything.
Wouldn't that break things in the Nuggets'
I know,
favor
right?
a little bit? Though? Shouldn't that give them more of a chance?
Did they what was the rationale they gave?
Well, one of the rationales was the Jokic factor. He lost a lot of weight, which Zach doesn't seem to be a big believer in, and then also has the coronavirus, so what's this, quarantine period where he's not playing, not working out, gonna do over the next month or so.
It's true. And look, Zach Lowe's a smart guy. This is not like, oh, hater. What the heck? Like, he said Jokic is his favorite player to watch. He's been so positive on the Nuggets. So to hear this, like, complete and utter disbelief in the team, and a lot of it was the defense. There were something that Pelton, had some stat about the first 2 months of the season. Denver was a top 10 defense, but it was all luck if you look at the shots or whatever. So just not buying them. I think. So anyway, I was really surprised by that. And then, of course, you have the usual suspects, Colin, Cowherd, and Nick Wright. Those guys are, like, completely convinced Denver's bounced in the first round. So
it's the easiest take to have in the world, right? Like, if I'm Nick Wright, they're like, Nick, do you have any thoughts on the incoming NBA playoffs? Easiest thing in the world. You just pick the Nuggets, say they're going to lose.
You fade the man.
All right,
as smart as those guys are, they don't know enough about the virus, right? I mean, Jokic just got it a few days ago, so who knows what the recovery timeline can be like?
Yeah, they don't know it like we know it, and we know.
That's a great point. Jeff, I'm going to totally flip this, though. I kind of like it. I don't want people picking the Nuggets. If there's ever like a, hey, you know what? Let's get Fraud City going. Let's bring it back. Round 2. Let's do it. This is a true nobody believes in us. Is this not a positive for Nuggets Nation?
Look, there's nothing that fits more like a glove if you're a Nuggets fan than everyone saying you should be gone.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll never forget, what was it, 2009, Chris Webber was on the TNT shows, and he was just saying, oh, no, this Nuggets team's terrible. We're not terrible, but he says, like, I don't believe in them. And then he got, like, snarky with the Nuggets fans after they were all celebrating after they won the first round series for the first time in forever. So I'm completely used to this, and it's like, and it's so good to kind of have everyone not believe in you, because that's the whole Columbo thing. If everyone underestimates you, then you can do whatever you want to these people, and you can get away with it. So.
That's what I love Jeff on the
That's
show.
a nice current
Columbo reference.
That's a nice current reference for you. Yes.
You and Michael Malone can just go back and forth with
Ever hip.
Keystone Tops.
No, I'm with it. I mean, look, I want the Nuggets to beat like the Thunder in the first round of the playoffs and it feel like a huge accomplishment. That's what I want, to be like, yeah, we showed you Nuggets can do it.
I agree.
So
I don't understand all the first round doubt. I mean, there's a little bit for me. I certainly don't think this team's going to win a title this year. I guess it's on the table, but I don't think they will, of course. But this idea that they would lose to every team in the first round, or like you'd feel great about, that's like asinine to me. I'll just say it. I think it's a little ridiculous. There's a handful of teams that maybe it goes 5 or 6 and it's not like super fun and easy, but they don't scare me. I mean, does Dallas scare you?
Let me just understand. So they basically were saying that
like their whole bench, right?
They were saying that Jokic has been compromised. So without Jokic, the Nuggets are.
No, that was not my takeaway from them. My takeaway was that they just don't believe in the Nuggets.
Right.
And then this thing was like the thing that tipped them over to feel confident saying this. Like, well, and then there's the Jokic thing, and he's skinny. But it was really that they think the defense is terrible, which, who knows? I mean, the Nuggets have done this 2 years in a row where they've been awesome on defense for part of the year and horrible on defense for part of the year, and it's like, well, what's what?
And it's been the same trend. They start the defense really well. They start playing defense really well at the beginning of the year, when you can probably make the argument that offenses aren't up to par right out of the gate, and it takes people a little longer to get into rhythm on that end of the floor.
And it's effort, right? I mean, I think a Michael Malone-led team, especially this year, they were playing harder on D in the first month of the season than a lot of teams were.
But the other reason why people don't believe in the Nuggets is because they didn't show up in a lot of their biggest games. Everybody looks at the Clippers game. Everybody in the entire country was watching that game. And also, I looked at this for a piece I wrote a couple weeks ago, but a lot of their biggest wins come with injury asterisks. Like LeBron James did not play in that Lakers win.
Right.
Ben Simmons did not play, or Joel Embiid. One of Ben Simmons or Joel Embiid was out when they beat the Philadelphia 76ers. Some of their biggest wins have come with some injury notes
Like when the Nuggets had 7 players and took down the fully healthy
Yeah,
Utah
exactly.
Jazz.
Get out of here with that. What are you talking
Another team in
No,
the
it's a good
Western
note, though.
Conference.
It's a good note. Like if you're not watching, if you're and these guys are, to be clear, Pelton and Lowe, but if you're just taking the bullet points of their season resume, yeah, there's a lot of holes you can poke in it within the context of like sorting out the very best teams at the top. I just think it's taking it too far to bring it all the way to like, and that's why they'll lose in the first round. I really don't think they will. I don't.
No.
But-
I mean, I
So
don't
the
either.
schedule comes out tonight, right?
Tonight at 5 on ESPN.
Yeah.
And
But probably
it's
at
gonna be a condensed
4:55 on
schedule.
Woj.
It's
What's
going to
that?
be a condensed schedule, right? So that's going to help a young team like the Nuggets.
Man, who
Every
knows?
other day,
I love these
yeah,
these
you would
conversations.
think.
Who knows, man? Like I think so. I don't know. But let's move on to a game here. Producer Ali, we have an incredible graphic. I would call it an A+ graphic here. We're gonna play a little over under. A little over under. That's the cue. Over under. All right. Over under. There it is. Got it. Boom. Look at that
That
beautiful
gorgeous graphic.
Oh, wow. Okay.
What I don't understand is how she knew to put it up just now.
Yeah,
The subtle
you
clues.
two are connected.
All right, the first one, guys. Oh, actually, I should get a drum roll going here. The first one. That was also a cue for the first one, Ali. Here we go. PJ Dozier games played in the bubble tournament, 6.5. Bucket. Are we going over or under?
I have to go under.
Under 6.5.
Yeah.
So this is the 8 games plus the entire playoffs.
Correct, Mundo. Jeff, what do you think?
Under.
Oh man, this is not going to have a lot of composure out there, huh?
Maybe too much.
Yeah, I'm going under too. I'm
Oh,
going
man.
under 6.5.
Malone just doesn't trust the young guys.
It's true.
He trusts PJ Dozier though,
He
man.
likes Dozier. He
he lo-
likes Dozier. He likes Dozier.
Yeah.
I
What
think
if Monte's bad again in the playoffs? It's a possibility. Does he
I
get
mean,
past
if
COVID?
Monte's bad, do you go to Dozier or do you just go to like Will Barton at that point?
That's a great point. That's
Will
actually
Barton.
what you do. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Well, the caveat is there a lot of blowouts? Does it get in at the end of the games and stuff like that? So
Vote, Eric. Under.
Under. I'm
All
going
right.
over then. I'm going over. We can't all go under. Listen, I think he'll probably play all 8 of the playing games.
Uh-huh. Well, all right. Well, all right. Next one up.
That's over.
Ali.
Wow.
Over under new COVID cases in the NBA before the end of the bubble tournament. This is probably I don't want to say 6.5.
This is a
New
depressing
cases.
under
So
over.
starting now, new cases. There were 16. I
Way
feel like
over.
it's either like way under or just
Yeah.
astronomically over. What do you say, Bucket?
Way over.
Way over. So you think there'll be an outbreak? Okay.
Fun game. This is
is
a fun one.
Oh wait, whoops, that's the wrong one. Not that one.
I'm gonna go under.
Yeah.
I like it. And Jeff, the optimist. Wow, the surprising optimist, Jeff Morton.
So are we? Here's another one. Are we gonna know how like a definitive number of cases? Like,
Well, yes, because the players will have to be removed. Like we will know. There's no like hiding. Well, why is Donovan Mitchell out for 2 weeks? It's because
But like, what if there's a case over the next week before teams go to Disney World and a guy just isn't practicing? We might not
All right.
know about that.
You know what? Let's upgrade the graphic to reported cases. So that's how we solve this.
I'll get right on that.
But what is your
Over.
opinion? Really,
Yeah.
man? Eric, what are you thinking?
Yeah, I'm going under. Listen, not just to be the contrarian that I am, but
To be a
You know,
force
like-
of optimism and light in this world.
yeah, I feel like they have made so many. They've put so many fail safes in place. I feel like it's going to work. Like, I feel like we're not going to get. We've all stayed in our homes and not been riddled with COVID-19. I feel like under.
We don't know. I could have had COVID. I don't know. I could have been asymptomatic. I could
Yeah,
have
there's
had
no
it.
way. There's no way you could hit that Peloton like you've been doing if you had COVID.
All right, we got another one here. Let's move off the dark. All right. Did we lose our producer? I think we have lost our producer. The third. Here we go.
Third time's a charm, baby.
Let's go.
Days until Jokic arrived in the U.S. I have 5.5 days
From today,
from today. That would put us at.
That's going to be under. For sure.
Hopefully under.
Harrison's definitely reporting that right now, low key. So I'm going to take.
I know what the
Harrison's
report is. I know what it is. I'm just saying, like, what do you think, Jeff?
I would go under. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think it'll. Yeah. Especially since he's asymptomatic. Yeah.
You two vote. Is everybody under here? All right.
Yeah, we're going under.
All right. Another one here. This is a What? Wait, what?
Player's name.
Oh, yeah.
Dozier Murray Morris on the roster next year.
So this is basically Monte Morris, Dozier, Murray. Do you think that this is basically, does the Dozier signing mean that one of those guys is gone next year? What do you think, Jeff?
So wait, is it asking it all together? Are they going to be together, or just one of them going to be gone?
Well,
How
the
many of
line
those
is 2.5.
Well, there's 3 of them, Jeff, and the line's 2.5.
Will all 3 be back, or will fewer than 3 of them be back next year?
Fewer than 3, yes.
Okay.
I think that it's just inevitable.
Who's out the door?
Monty, probably.
Monte. What do you think,
Morris?
Bucket?
I'm going to go over. I mean, somebody in the Discord yesterday pointed out that Dozier is tall enough. He can kind of play that Torrey Craig role, too. He doesn't just have to be a backup guard.
Yeah. I like that, actually. I kind of like having him as a secondary, like him alongside Jamal Murray. First of all, that was part of the 7, right? Dozier and Murray together, wasn't that right? So I think those guys can play together. I like that idea. I'm still under, though.
I'm going over. I think all 3 will at least start the year on the roster.
Okay.
Monte's just on such a cheap contract for next year. Like, that works great with the Nuggets books.
But that's when you trade a guy, right? Monte becomes a guy that if you trade, him.
Well, yeah, I'm saying you could look to trade him during the year. I think they start the season on the roster together.
Okay.
The Morris Dozier backcourt was actually very good in about 100 minutes together.
And Tim Conley loves his guys. Like, guys he finds, like, he loves. Like, he hangs on to them. And I don't fault him for it. Like,
No,
he
you're
found
right.
him.
Yeah, you're right. You're right about that one.
If
All
the
right.
Nuggets make a trade, it'll be in the offseason, I think, not during the season.
Well, all right, there you go. Let's see the next one on the list. It is.
Oh,
It's
I go
just
under.
us. Harrison's wins ranking in this weekend's WGT.
Oh, wow.
10.5. Wow.
Under wins a top 10 finisher. I
was 15 in the last one.
Yeah, but
He's due.
that was a bad performance for you. I expect a bounce.
It was, actually. It was bad. I had a blow-up hole.
Look at
18th
Jeff's
hole
enthusiasm for this question.
That 18th hole on St. Andrews kills me
no
every
clue what
time.
I'm talking
Kills me
He has
every
no.
time.
Bucket.
I have no context for this, but I'm going under.
Oh,
Good,
that's
yeah.
very
Wait,
supportive.
what
Yeah,
does
that's a
under mean?
believer.
Under means he'll finish in the top 10, or he'll finish out of the top 10.
So under
I
is
believe
good.
in you, Harris.
Yeah,
Under
under
is
means
good.
I will be in the top 10.
Okay, that's over as hell.
Okay.
That's the overest.
I mean, I don't know anything about that game or Harrison's team, but I have faith, so I'll go under.
You guys are very good. All right, we have one last one. One
A
last
lot
one
of
here.
pressure.
I don't even remember what it is. It is games you will watch per day once play resumes. 1.5. This one's fun. There's going to be so many games.
No.
Way over? What do you think, Bucket? 1.5 games per day. This is per day.
Me personally?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm watching opening tip till the last minute.
I know. Like,
Not
who
of
you,
Nuggets games. I'm talking about NBA games. So Nuggets play every other day, roughly.
Yeah.
Yeah, every game that's on.
Yeah, that's what he's talking about. He's in.
you're
All
asking
right.
you're asking guys that are tuning into Casual Friday on Twitter to talk about basketball if they're going to watch all the games.
Jeff Keegathorne, what do you think? Same thing? You're going to be just watching NBA? all
Oh
day?
yeah. If it was infinity, yes, I would even take that over. So, yes.
I watch Summer League.
That's
I know.
true. So this is going to be like Summer League, I think. I think there's going to be a lot of enthusiasm for like 4 days, and then it's going to be like, oh, Wizards versus Magic. Like,
You know what? I didn't think about the
Totally.
play-in games. Like playoff games, of course, right? But
Yeah.
play-in games, I don't know, man. Halfway through that, I could stop watching the Nuggets game.
King Spurs. I guess they all matter, so there's that, that aspect of it. But actually, you know what? Screw it. I am with you, Bucket. I'm watching every game.
Yeah, you have to counterbalance this with, like, what's the alternative? Like, what else are you doing?
I could sit in my room alone somewhere.
I also think you can learn stuff, too. I think it's going to be interesting to see, like, which guys stayed in shape and which guys didn't really take it seriously.
Absolutely.
Oh, man. I didn't realize I was playing a classy little break here.
Oh, wow.
Classy one for you, Harrison. Why don't you work with this, and then we're going to say goodbye to our friend, the King. We got to let you
King,
go.
we love you.
We got another person in the
great to see you.
chat.
Thanks for hanging
Good
out.
to see you, though, buddy. I'll play this classy music for you on the way out.
Is that a silent exit? All right, Jeff.
So do you guys think, how we do those custom lines with DraftKings, we get a quick one in for this weekend?
Okay,
if I will finish in the top 10. Maybe get DraftKings this weekend.
Yes.
I would love that one.
We get some good action and all that. But yeah, we got the sports landscape obviously is ever changing. This week is no different. America's top-rated sportsbook app, the DraftKings Sportsbook, is offering a sign-up bonus for up to $1,000. We got a lot of stuff to bet on this weekend. Golf, the Travelers Tournament, which is ongoing. We've got EPL. Do you guys have an EPL team?
I don't even know what the EPL is.
Yeah,
is English Premier? Is it English Premier?
Oh,
Yeah, there you go. That's it.
Doesn't Kroenke own Arsenal?
Yes, he does.
Yeah, so not them. No.
Arsenal actually was my team back in the day because Thierry Henry was the GOAT back in the day.
You know what? We actually do need to get a line on, and we have not mentioned on this show, but is a very big deal, is the Oddcast Cup coming up.
Oh, yeah, the Oddcast.
Oh, that's true.
Hank versus Vic Lombardi and Radio Mosier in the battle of podcast versus broadcast. The winner
Ball, baby.
getting the Oddcast Cup.
Don't miss this. Appointment.
Don't miss it. Are we streaming it live?
Doubtful.
Yeah, details to be determined.
For sure. No, that'd be awesome to get some odds on that up on
Man,
the
this
DraftKings
classy music was
Sportsbook.
a horrible choice.
Streaming 18 holes of golf may be a little boring, so we're going to try and find a way to make that more fun. But
Yeah,
What
we
would
just
you
need to-
rather watch, 18 holes of that or Wizards Magic in a seeding game?
I'm going Oddcast all day.
I'm going Oddcast too.
Answer is always basketball.
Yeah. Oh, well. Except for
anyways.
this one instance.
Yeah, anyways, of course, DraftKings Sportsbook is offering their best sign-up offers to date right now. You don't want to miss that. So download the top-rated DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use the code DNVR when you sign up. For a limited time, all new users can get a sign-up bonus for up to $1,000. That's code DNVR, and you get a sign-up bonus for up to $1,000 only at the DraftKings Sportsbook. What? What was that?
Just encouraging you. Good job, Harrison.
Way to go, Adam.
Must be 21 or older. Colorado only. Bonuses comprised of a first deposit bonus and a first bet match, each up to $500. Deposit bonus requires a 25 times playthrough. Restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-522-4700. That leads us into the DraftKings pick of the week, guys.
Oh,
What do
man,
you
I
got?
hit pause. All right, ready? There you go. Let's hear it.
So this week, of course, I do one pick a week as part of the DraftKings pick of the week. This week, I'm going with the Lodi Giants, the Lodi Giants.
What you're talking about?
One of the two.
Lotte
Very
Giants.
confident.
The Lotte Giants. They're taking on the Samsung Lions. I think that is Eric's Samsung
You're
Lions.
fading my Lions?
The Lodi Giants are a minus 162 favorite on the money line, but that's my pick of the week. It's my lock. They've got Dan Straley on the bump, a former MLB pitcher who's got a 2.1 ERA in 9 starts in the KBO. And I think we're seeing a trend. Former MLB players are dominating the KBO.
Who would have
So
seen
I'm
that?
going with Straley.
Buckets, what do you think of this as a noted gambling aficionado?
Yeah, I don't know anything about that baseball league.
Okay.
But I'll give you UFC this weekend. Dustin Poirier against Dan Hooker. I'm going to take the upset number 5, Dan Hooker over number 3, Dustin Poirier.
Ooh.
Lock it in.
That's the real
Lock it in.
block of the week.
And send your
DraftKings
hatred
pick
when you
of the
lose your
week.
money to Buckets and
Which, by the way, Buckets was mocking us for taking that Amanda Nunez line. And what happened?
Yeah.
$10
Yeah.
turns into $50 magically.
That was a
The
rough
$5 turns into $50 magic.
Guys, Kessie is in the chat. Kessie, you don't have a camera on. I can't bring you. You can't have you come in until make sure you're like clothed. So we have a. I don't want to like cut to a guy. Just then. I guess we have to go forward. Oh wait, he might be trying something here.
There's something going on.
Oh no! Oh god!
Where's that noise coming from?
Oh my lord! All right. Well, hey guys.
Is it time for a little online with D-Line?
I think it's time for a little online with D-Line, guys. I don't know if you guys spend a lot of time online these days, but there's things going on out there that I think are worth talking about that aren't the worst thing that you've ever seen in your life over and
That's
over.
exciting. That's really exciting. Hit me with it.
So, where to first? So, you guys are video game fans, are you not?
I think just me, but let's
Just
do
you,
it.
okay. Well, let's look at this little piece of insight that Adam came across. Let's see here. It says, NBA Jam creator,
Oh, I love this one.
a Pistons fan, says he coded the game so the Bulls would miss last-minute shots against the Pistons.
We stand a king. What an
That's
incredible!
amazing.
It's
that
actually the greatest gaming Easter egg I've ever heard. Like, that's insane.
Dude, that is incredible. You know it's big news when it has more retweets and likes too.
It's unbelievable. I love it. Were you guys a big NBA Jam fans? Were you on fire?
I mean, kind of. I almost missed it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
every now and then I see an arcade somewhere and I get to play, but I sort of miss the wave.
Oh, this was big. I mean, this was big time for me back in the day. Boom Shakalaka. Like they basically created all of the vernacular that I use to this day when talking about the NBA.
That's
Speaking
so
of-
dope, though. That they did that. That is truly hilarious.
Speaking about video games, guys, what else is going online these days? Let's check it out. Vince Carter was the last NBA player to appear on the Nintendo 64.
Wow.
Look at that.
Wow.
So I
how
think
many-
this is Live 99, NBA Live 99. I had this game. They all look like they were rescued from a nuclear fallout disaster.
Oh my god.
But it's incredible. Dude.
If I had not told you who this was, how many guesses would it take you to
You
get to
should
that?
have covered it up.
Corliss Williamson? No?
Yeah, who does this
This
look
is
like?
how old I am. I had a Sega Genesis growing up, and when everybody got the 64, we were all like, "Oh my god, what amazing graphics!"
I know.
Yeah.
I know. It's so funny. This is so bad. Donkey Kong on N60 on Super Nintendo, 3 times better graphics than this. 3 times.
What else you got?
What else is
happening online?
going online these days, guys? Let's find out. So,
Is Noah Tucker in the chat, by the way? If he's on, put the camera
Yeah.
on and we'll bring you on.
so this is when
Yeah,
this is when Jokic went to Serbia. This is like another image that came out. This is before he tested positive for the coronavirus. There's a very large correlation between going to Serbia and dancing without your shirt off. I found.
I'm gonna say is all they do in Serbia is party.
I don't know. Like, there's got to be some guys in the chat here, right? Like, what is it about dancing with your bros and taking your shirt off in Serbia? Be it in a tree with our beloved Nikola, or
when we go next summer, when we go to Serbia, we're definitely dancing without our shirts on, aren't we?
For sure.
No, you guys got to start it at the DNVR bar.
all right, well,
That's the new celebration. What do you think about that, Ali? I think that sounds good. That's what
Coronavirus is definitely not the only disease transmitted at that.
they're not
Man,
showing
what a lie.
is that the music, or that you're not playing. The music is like super corny disco music. Too.
that seems right. I mean, that seems like what I would guess was playing if I was just watching this video.
Right. At first glance, at a rave. At second glance, 7 dudes without their shirts listening to bad disco.
Real
Not quite
question,
the same
guys:
thing.
what percentage of you, show of hands, have gone to a club and removed your shirt?
Well, I've never been to a club, so
That actually
not
checks
me.
out.
I don't have enough money to remove my shirt and stay in the club.
We just
Noah
added
Tucker.
real quick, everybody. We added Noah Tucker. That's up, Noah.
Yeah, what's up, Noah Tucker?
Too
Noah,
tall Tucker.
how often do you take your shirt off in public venues?
Oh, it depends on the level of alcoholism.
Sure.
Well, at this level of alcoholism, that is
Yeah.
I'd say this is a 9 or a 10 for sure.
That
Looks
looks like
like a
a
great
VIP
time.
situation.
It
there.
does
I
look
don't
good.
know.
So,
That's not doing the Macarena.
They
don't
are.
know.
They are indeed doing that. I watched this video like 40 times trying to see if I could spot Jokic.
Me too. And then I realized that, like, seeing the image of him with Jokovic and how much bigger he was, it would be very obvious if Jokic would. And also, there are no trees in this club. So
I like this comment. I've actually never removed my shirt.
I know. I'm a little bit of a never nude myself.
Not even in the shower.
No, never.
No,
never.
My shampoo bottles never see me naked.
So we're now into empty gym season.
Oh yeah.
Love it.
Love it.
So here we have.
I got a lot to say about this one. I'm really
we got
glad you put it up.
17 straight trays made from rising star in the NBA, Andrew Wiggins.
So
He'll get a
17,
big contract one day.
17 is a lot if I were to do it.
Yeah.
It'd be a lot if Harrison Wind were to do it.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's I don't know if you got to put that video out if you're interested.
This is the video Glenn Taylor watched before he gave Andrew Wiggins a max contract.
Yeah.
It was this exact video. Actually.
I think like the most telling part of this is the slow trot he has in between positions.
Oh, totally. Yeah.
Couldn't
for
care
sure.
less.
But so
That's
who are
an
you
old man
more
trot,
impressed?
Sure.
Who are you more impressed by? Is it Andrew Wiggins or is it Michael Beasley? Looking NBA ready, which,
yeah.
by the way, he's currently in the NBA, so that's not really a. It's not really a compliment.
Mike, oh look at that shot!
I do
Oh
love
my
that shot.
God.
Though.
That's the shot Harden was going to try, right?
That's what I would do at pickup if I was an NBA player. That's what.
Beasley's always been a bucket, though. I mean,
Always.
he was
Legitimate
the top
bucket.
pick.
He's like more of a bucket head, I would say.
He's like this generation's Sharif Abdul-Rahim, puts up numbers, but his teams never win.
Who is he
course.
talking
Yeah.
trash to on the sideline?
But I will say this though. I bet he is an all-star pickup player.
Dude,
Oh my
beyond all-star.
The
He's
parts of his game that are so incredible are the pickup portions of the game.
Right.
But-
You also know he's
probably
he's another empty gym MVP. Absolutely.
for sure. He probably has made 17 in front of a video camera. All right, what else is happening online today?
Oh, so what else is going on online these days, guys? We are approaching one of the most seminal moments of the Denver Nuggets, and it's a moment that needs to be memorialized and remembered forevermore. And that was when the Taco Bell commercial
iconic.
was
pairing.
first aired.
Best
Oh,
player, best player in Nuggets history, best menu, best item on the Taco Bell menu.
Strong agree. Strong agree.
Look at this, though. Look at
Commercial,
it,
yeah.
looking down as
I'm
though
more
she
of a
knows.
cheesy gordita crunch guy.
What I love about
there it
this,
is.
There it is.
There it is, baby.
Got him.
I know he was supposedly sleeping when this happened, but I like to think that he wasn't, and his reaction to seeing himself drafted was, "I should go get a quesarito."
His reaction.
Okay, so I've just got one more here, guys.
Okay.
What else is going online? One more time, guys.
Oh God.
Can we start a petition to make June 26th the national holiday?
Yes.
Or at least
Oh.
a Colorado holiday?
Hold on here. I've
have
my
you-
tweet's been taken down. Well,
wow.
and that was online.
Was it the Shams tweet about the dress code? Because I did see that one got deleted.
No, I was gonna show Michael Malone with a full luscious head of hair.
Oh, that got taken down.
Yeah.
Bummer.
What about how Shams tweeted how the NBA was going to be enforcing a dress code when players are entering and exiting the arena, whereas every player right now wears a sweatshirt and sweatpants into an arena, or at least 90% of players do that right now.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
What was
that's
that?
It's
No
still a
idea.
suit.
So no,
Sweatsuit's still a suit.
no. Where are you right now? Both like
Currently,
regionally, but also like literally.
Like yeah, precisely.
So I'm joining from Phoenix.
Yeah.
But right now I'm at work, so it's lunch break time, and I'm spending my casual Friday with you guys.
Yeah.
I love it.
Casual Friday at work.
So Noah, are you willing and able to try to climb the steps?
Oh boy.
Oh, yeah. I'll try to take on the steps.
Oh boy.
You have a very experienced step climber with you here in Bucket to be your sort of advisor. So Bucket, you've never been an advisor before.
One time.
Oh, well, there you go.
All right, perfect.
Buckets. What is the
Okay,
highest
good.
step you yourself have ever achieved?
Well, I'm still shooting 100%. I quit at 5.
Oh, that's right. He took the sticker pack. Legendary performance.
Legendary. Yeah.
All right, well, let's
Took it.
start up. You got him ready, Harrison?
Yeah, we got him ready.
Let's close out the week by giving away a prize here to our main man, Noah Tucker. All right.
No pressure, Noah. Don't fuck up our week.
All right. Do we have the music?
Then Friday
There we
on a good
go.
note.
Question number 1. What have we started calling the 15-can sampler from Brett's Brew?
I love this question.
You know,
Help him,
I'm gonna have to
buckets.
say it's the Jokic pack.
Ah, yeah.
He knows.
It is the
He
Jokic
knows.
pack.
This guy's watching on his
We're
work
gonna
break.
stay strong.
Yeah, Noah looks like he's ready for a nice 15-can cool down.
Question number
Yes,
2. What
this
what
weekend.
university am I taking an online class at this summer?
These are great questions.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Buckets, I'm going to have to ask, is it MSU? 'Cause I know it's not CSU.
MSU Denver.
You
Definitely
can also
not
just like
CSU.
look at the screen.
MSU Denver Online. MSU
Let's
Denver
go.
Online.
MSU Denver Online.
Yeah, there we go.
Yes.
I would definitely not take a class at CSU.
Oh, burn in hell.
All right, question number 3. Question
know-
number 3. What hotel are the Nuggets
Go
staying at Disney World?
Along with the other
Oh, man.
elites.
Oh,
you
no.
you dropped that D there. It's the Grandestino.
There it is.
It is the Grandestino.
Drop that
there we
D.
go. 3 for 3.
They're at the Grandestino.
Question number 4. What are the 2 other hotels other than the
Oh.
Grandestino that teams are staying at Disney World?
Ooh, okay. That's a little tough. Yacht Club is one,
Yeah, slumming it.
and do you know the other ones, Buckets?
I'm sure it's the Floridian.
What was that?
Floridian.
The Floridian. That sounds right. Yeah, I'm going with the Floridian and the Yacht Club.
Close call.
That is correct.
Let's
Buckets
go.
Coming in clutch. All right, number 5. These get a little tougher now. A little tougher. Number
Okay.
5. Who is the highest paid player on the Nuggets this season? For this season, who is the highest paid
Paul
player
Millsap.
on the Nuggets?
Blue right
It
there.
is Paul Millsap. That was not that tough for a team.
Oh, we did it. All right.
Someone reached the Denver Post.
Great, but you know.
So now that you're at 5, because
good
we're
joke.
no longer, you
was a good
want a
joke. I
Brett
like
Brew
it.
hat, you want a sticker pack, but you can risk it all. Try to go
Oh,
for a
baby.
T-shirt if you want to get 5 more. What are you thinking, Noah? What do you want to do here? Keep going or take your little prize?
I'm gonna go for it.
Oh,
Yes,
baby.
I wanted to
Love
hear.
it.
I don't like the thought that my stickers are a little prize. Come
Oh,
on.
it's so cool if you put the stickers
Oh,
all
there-
over the construction site there.
There you go.
All right. In the 2015 draft, question number 6. In the 2015 draft, who did the Nuggets select 7th overall? 2015. Who did they select 7th overall?
I think I know.
Okay.
I know.
I've got back-to-back 7th round picks were Moutier and Murray. I'm just trying to remember if it was Murray or if it was Moutier. Ooh. 2015. 14 would have been the Jokic draft, if I'm not mistaken. Buckets, do you have clarification for me?
Yeah, Moutier was drafted a year before Murray.
Yeah, he laid that out.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, it's Moutier.
2015. Yeah. Yeah, that's Jamal Murray.
No, Murray was 16.
No, you're saying no, Bucket?
Correct.
Murray went 16. Okay, we'll go with Moutier then.
Miscommunication.
It is Moody.
Oh,
Wow,
wow.
that was a
Man.
That was a close
Buckets
one.
to the rescue. Man, that could have gone poorly.
That was
That was
literally
very
my
close.
question when I was in steps.
All right.
There's not a lot of
All right,
things to
then.
know about the
I got
Nuggets,
someone
right?
All right. Question number 7. Here we go. Which Nuggets player switched his number from 24 to 7 this year?
Mason Plumlee.
That is correct.
Wow.
That is correct.
Unbelievable.
Moving right along here. Moving right along.
Noah Tucker putting in work at work. I love it.
All right, question number 8.
Oh, the podcast is always on.
Question number 8. Nikola Jokic has led the Nuggets in scoring for 3 straight seasons. Who led the Nuggets in scoring in 2016, 2017?
Ooh, that's a good one. It's a great question.
That is a good question. My
Who
guess
was the last
right
Nuggets
off the top
player
is
to-
Gallinari.
Is it Gallinari?
Yeah,
That's what I was
think
going to
it's
guess.
Gallo. Yeah, let's go with Danilo Gallinari, the Rooster.
The Rooster, he got it.
Let's
It is
go.
Gallinari.
Wow.
Let's go.
All right, question number 9. What college did Nuggets legend Thomas Welsh attend?
If you need any help, I can't help myself.
If you need any help, you could probably get a hold
I don't
of
even
not
think
Thomas
Brendan
Welsh
can
himself
go.
at this point.
That's a tough one.
That is a tough one.
UCLA.
Maybe tough for the average player. but
Yeah,
not for-
yeah, you're right. That is. Thank you for the help. UCLA. Yeah, he was teammates with Lonzo.
Sounds right.
Final answer?
Yep. Yeah, I'm locking that in. Bucket's saving my skin again.
It
let's
is
not get ahead of
UCLA.
ourselves. Yeah.
All right, here's the
Yeah.
big one. The big one for sure.
big
Ooh.
Number 10, and I'm glad this is question number 10. If you've been listening to the podcast, you will know this question. What was the name of the
Okay.
Serbian coach that Nikola Jokic flew back home to help honor?
Oh my.
What was the name of that coach?
I need the full name.
Full name.
Stay out of the comments, Miroslav.
Well, maybe we could just go last name Jeopardy style.
Oh, I think I'm better off with first name. Yeah.
Do you remember
I have
Bucket?
to lean on Buckets. I don't know.
So I can only name one Serbian coach.
Is it this Serbian coach?
I don't know if it's him or not.
Phonetically, I think I missed that. There was like a skip.
Or Kochov. He coached the Suns and then got fired, but I don't know if that's the coach that Jokic.
Oh,
Friendly.
Igor. No, it's not him. Yeah. The only thing that's coming to mind is Dawson. Dhdan. I can't remember the last name.
Sorry, I don't know this one.
Yeah, it's all good.
All right. See you guys.
Our Serbian
Dejan Milojevic.
Dayon. Dayon. It was close.
We should have
Yeah,
given it to
close.
Noah. He's
I know he's a homie. He's an OG. We'll have to have him back on.
Yeah,
Win
all right.
the steps, Eric. This isn't charity. Come on, man.
all right. You
I,
make a valid point. You make a valid point.
I know we've got like 3 minutes left. I pulled up my 5 things to know about Thomas Welsh piece. If anyone wants.
Let's do it. Bring it.
Did you know
one
he's
of
the
them
third leading rebounder in program history?
I do know. Do you know the two ahead of him?
It's Kevin. Oh no, it's Bill Walton and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Right?
That's the coolest stat.
That's some
he
nice
possibly
company to
have.
be in. Yeah.
Yeah, Thomas Welsh, baby, fits right in.
All right. Well, everybody, thanks for riding with us this weekend. It's about another great week. Some really great guests, really interesting conversations. It only gets better from here, I think. It might get, but I think it gets better from here. So I'm excited for it. Shouts to all of our great guests this week. Shouts for everybody that hung out with us. Have a great weekend. Stay safe, and we'll see you on Monday.
See ya. Oh yeah, that
Allie?
music is pumping.
Alex left us.
Let's put it on there. Very casual. Very casual.